Believe it or not, now is the easiest time in history to get rich. All you need to do is learn how to connect with people who have what you need and those who need what you have. And the beauty of it all, anyone can do it. You don't need a degree, you don't need a lot of capital, and you don't need to be born into wealth. You just need a good idea, a strategic partnership, and the willingness to take action. Astonishing, isn't it? The reality of today paints a very different picture, though. Many people are struggling to build wealth, and you might be asking yourself, why? The answer is simpler than you think. Many of us are still clinging onto outdated methods of wealth creation. We're investing time and money into getting degrees in fields that are rapidly becoming obsolete. It's like trying to catch a train that's already left the station. In the past, certain paths to wealth were clear-cut. In the agricultural era, land was synonymous with wealth. Later, during the industrial age, it was all about owning machines. But times have changed, and so have the rules of the game. So why do many people find it hard to get rich? Simple, they're stuck in the past. Let's take a small trip down memory lane to make this easier to understand. Let's venture back to the agricultural era, a time when land equaled wealth. Now picture this, vast stretches of fertile land as far as the eye can see. This was the reality of the agricultural era. During this period, the concept of wealth was much simpler. It was quite literally grounded in the earth beneath our feet. The larger your land, the larger your wealth. Why was this? Well, land was the primary means of producing goods and resources. From crops to cattle, everything that could be sold or traded was cultivated on this land. If you wanted to increase your wealth, the answer was simple: acquire more land. More land meant more crops, more livestock, more resources, and ultimately more wealth. Fertile land meant healthier crops and livestock, which in turn meant more wealth. So in essence, your wealth was directly tied to the land you owned and how well you could manage it. Now, this doesn't mean that everyone in the agricultural era was wealthy. Far from it. Land was often passed down through generations. And those without this inherited wealth mostly remained poor all their lives, having to work for the landlords just for their existence. But here's the thing, we're no longer living in the agricultural era. The world has changed, and so too has the concept of wealth. Today's wealth isn't measured in acres of land or heads of cattle. Let's also consider the industrial age, a time when machines equaled wealth. This was an era defined by steam, steel, and sweat. An epoch where the hum of factories filled the air and the clank of machinery echoed through the streets. The industrial age was a time of massive change, of rapid growth, and even faster wealth creation. Wealth in the industrial age was not about owning land, but about owning the means of production. The factories, the machines, the tools, and the labor that could churn out goods at a scale and speed never before seen. The more machinery you owned, the more wealth you could create. The industrialist, with his factories full of spinning jennies and power looms, became the new wealth icon. Recall the likes of Andrew Carnegie, a Scottish-born industrialist who made his fortune in the steel industry, or John D. Rockefeller, an oil magnate who became the richest man in the world. They amassed their wealth not from the soil, but from the smokestacks. They didn't sow seeds, they built machines. They didn't toil in the fields, they owned the factories. Their wealth wasn't born from the land, but forged in the fiery belly of the industrial beast. They weren't tied to the rhythm of the seasons, but to the relentless clatter of the production line. Their fortunes were measured not in acres of farmland, but in miles of railway, in tons of steel, and in barrels of oil. Yet it's important to remember this was a time when the gap between the wealthy and the poor was as wide as the ocean. The factory owners were on one side, the workers on the other. The rich got richer, while the poor stayed poor. So the industrial age gave birth to a new kind of wealth, one built on machinery, on mass production, and on the sweat of the working man. But it also highlighted the great divide between those who owned the machines and those who worked them. But now we're in a completely different era, aren't we? Welcome to the digital age, where strategic partnerships equal wealth. In the digital age, the rules of wealth creation have been rewritten. No longer do we need to own vast tracts of land, massive industrial machines, or even the latest technology to create wealth. Instead, we need to understand how to form strategic partnerships. Let's start with a simple question. What is a strategic partnership? It's a mutually beneficial relationship between two parties where each party brings something valuable to the table. In the digital age, it's not about owning resources, but about knowing how to leverage the resources of others. Consider the concept of affiliate marketing. You don't need to create a product or even have a physical store. You just need to partner with a company that has a product and a platform to sell it. You promote their product, and in return, you get a share of the profits. It's a win-win situation. Or take the example of YouTube partnership programs. You don't need to own a television station or a film production company to reach millions of viewers. You just need to create engaging content and partner with YouTube, who has the platform and the audience. Every time someone watches your content, you earn a share of the ad revenue. The same principle applies to selling books or other products on Amazon. You don't need to own a publishing house or a factory. You just need to create a product, whether it's a book, a craft, or a gadget, and partner with Amazon, which has the platform and the customers. Then there's the world of social media influencers. You don't need to be a celebrity or a fashion model to have followers. You just need to create engaging content and partner with brands who need influencers to promote their products. What all these examples illustrate is a shift in the way we create wealth. It's no longer about what you own, but about who you partner with. It's about understanding the digital landscape and knowing how to navigate it. And the beauty of it all, anyone can do it. You don't need a degree, you don't need a lot of capital, and you don't need to be born into wealth. You just need a good idea, a strategic partnership, and the willingness to take action. So, if you're still trying to create wealth using methods from the past, it's time to rethink your strategy. It's time to embrace the opportunities of the digital age. It's time to learn how to form strategic partnerships. The digital age has transformed the way we create wealth. It's opened up opportunities that were unimaginable just a few decades ago. And the best part, this is just the beginning. The digital age is still young and its full potential is yet to be unleashed. So strap in and get ready for an exciting journey into the future of wealth creation. Here's how people are making substantial earnings in the digital age. Let's start with affiliate marketing. Here, you're a middleman who connects buyers and sellers. When a sale made, you earn a commission. It's as simple as that. No need for a physical store or a huge inventory, just a knack for understanding what people want and where they can find it. Then there's the YouTube partnership program. All you need is a camera, a unique idea, and persistence. Create videos that people love, and YouTube will share advertising revenue with you. To give you an idea, top YouTubers can earn millions of dollars per year through ad revenue and sponsorships. Amazon provides another wealth creation opportunity. Whether you're selling physical products or ebooks, Amazon's vast customer base is at your disposal. Don't need a fancy storefront or a warehouse full of goods. Amazon handles the logistics and you focus on delivering quality. Successful Amazon sellers often make 6 figures or more by selling popular products or ebooks. And let's not forget the power of social media. Instagram and TikTok influencers are making a fortune by partnering with brands and promoting their products. All you need is a strong online presence and a loyal following. There's a common thread in all these examples. None of them require you to own land, technology, or machines. They just need you to learn how to connect with people who have what you need and those who need what you have. You see, it's never been more feasible to accumulate wealth. Now, don't you agree that now is the easiest time to get rich? If you found value in this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button, share it far and wide, and let's get a conversation going in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more insightful contents. Thanks for watching.